Hello, everyone, and welcome to our rerun of episode 25 of The Fall of Illidion. We're happy to have you all back here. We did have a few tech issues last week, which caused us to have to stop midstream. But luckily enough, I think we've corrected all those issues, and we're going to proceed forward with where we left off after episode 24. Just a few brief announcements before I bring the rest of the party in and we get started. We'd like to recognize our new friends at A Beholder's Chronicle, as well as Worlds Unending. A Beholder's Chronicle is a D&D podcast where they focus on homebrew world builders and DMs. We've been lucky enough for them to invite both me and Gunfire to appear on one of their future upcoming shows to discuss our homebrew world and our homebrew system that goes with it. In addition, we also would like to recognize Worlds Unending. They are a D&D blog site where they put out different helpful guides for DMs as to how to world build, how to run different content, and how to manage your games. I've been lucky enough to be invited to write a blog for them upcoming that will be titled Creating the Ultimate Villain. So look out for that and make sure so that way you can see it, and make sure so that way you don't miss any episodes. Make sure that you follow us here on Twitch, and we'll be uploading our YouTube videos our videos to YouTube the following day. That being said, I'm going to bring the rest of the party in and we'll get started. All right. So the last time we saw our heroes, they were storming this ancient dwarfen fortress deep in the Barrow depths beneath the city of Darrendur, chasing after Vemigor Whitehorn, the dwarf who had attempted to kill Togric's father, the king of the Blesnak, a small dwarfen hold in the southern part of the Free Marches. They chased him down through the bowels of the caves until reaching a large bridge that spanned across a river of lava. They fought their way through, defeating his bandit henchmen as well as one of his captains, storming into the interior of the fortress. They defeated an ambush as they entered, surrounded. With their enemies having the advantage of height, Alistair leapt up to the upper floor, running into the enemy as his friends once again struggled to keep up with him. Our heroes had just recently defeated these enemies, and now they ponder their next move. So, gentlemen, we are once again in the antechamber of this ancient dwarfen hold. What are we doing?
Into that door and following after them.
Yeah, proceed to the next door.
Let's go. All right. As you guys pass through this large door, lined with old dwarfen runes, you come into a long chamber, lined on either side with small wooden doors that seem reinforced by steel. On the far end, there are two lit braziers that light the hall dimly, and a stone door locked and barred.
I'll open the first door on the right, I guess.
All right. As you go to open that first door on your right, it opens up into a small room. Within it, you see a bed. There's a small wooden table in the corner. A deck of cards sits on top of it. You'll see a study and a chest, along with a small dresser.
Well, if he's not in here, I'll proceed to the next door, down the hall.
I throw a door open a little bit down the hallway and check for the same thing.
All right. As you guys search through all of these different rooms, opening door after door, they're all exactly similar with different small differences. A few of them have clothes strewn about on the ground. One has a small rusted short sword leaning against the bed. These appear to the beds are nicer than what you would expect down here. They couldn't have been moved down here more than a few months. You could probably guess that these are officers' quarters.
Is this the room that I am in that has a deck of cards?
Yes, it is.
Very interesting. Otello used to play card games with me when I was a child, and I take the cards.
All right. As you pick them up and examine them, it appears to be a standard deck of 52 playing cards.
All right, here we go. And I need to add deck of cards to my...
All right.
All right.
I casually stroll by every room and cast Detect Magic.
All right. As your eyes flicker as you examine the room. As you stroll through, the rusted short sword glows with a small luminescent light.
I point it out to Alistair.
Why are you showing me this, Kilroy?
This seems like your style.
It's a short sword. It's a sword, and it's short. I have an axe, and it's big. I do
You're
not
a little barbaric. It fits you well.
I'm going to repeat this again. It's a sword, and
Why
it's
are
short.
we wasting
I have
so
an
much
axe,
time?
and it's big. Thank you, Kilroy. No thanks.
There's only one more door to check.
And it's the front one as I kick it open.
Oh,
All right. Alistair goes up to the front door, kicking it open, revealing a long and large training hall. Heads turn dwarfen, human, and orcish as a small duel in the center stops. You hear the twang of a bow hitting a target as those training on the far western side of the room turn to look at you as well. A fat man wearing long, rich robes lined with gold and silver, his jowls hanging down, goes, "These must be those intruders! Men, stop them now!" As all of them turn to Alistair. Roll initiative.
So, boys, let's do this. Oh.
why do you always have to run ahead?
Are you yelling at me right now? Because I'm busy bantering with my enemies right now, so I probably do not hear that. Actually, I know I don't hear that.
Alistair's consumed as you have no idea that they're complaining about you again.
Gotta have that quick, witty banter, Cody, with your enemies.
Just a moment while we get this set up.
Also, and let you boys know, I will be going close to last, more than likely.
All right, Alistair. What's
Yes.
your initiative?
9.
Bella.
14.
Gerard.
16.
Ooh, that's pretty good for you, Gerard.
I know. I'm excited.
Kilroy.
13.
Togric.
9, with less dex mod than Alistair.
All right.
It's over there just writing numbers down.
All right. As you guys look about the room, Alistair's charging in. The fat man kind of gives you a
Which one's the
snickering
fat
grin.
man? Can we highlight him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because
As
there's a
he'll
lot
march
of
forward into your
Ah.
line of vision.
That one.
As he looks out at you, holding out his hand as at the tips of his fingers, 3 bursts of flame erupt out at you, streaking.
Christ.
14 to touch.
Give me 1 second, because I got to do math again. No, actually. No, it does not.
15 to touch.
Nope.
And then the last one is a 26 to touch.
Yeah.
All right. As the flames sear the side of your face, lighting almost your mane tipped with embers, you will take 14 points of damage. As the rest of the enemies turn towards you, arrows will erupt from the side as 7 arrows streak across the room.
Uh-huh.
27?
Yeah.
22?
Nope.
$25? $25?
No.
Okay. You said no?
No.
That's a miss then. That's a miss then. And the last one is a miss as well. So you said just one hit you?
One arrow hits.
And you'll take 10 points of damage from that one as they pierce into you, as the rest of the enemies begin to take up a formation. Gerard, it is your turn.
As I move quickly,
Take
Past
his left
target.
from the arrow fire.
as I run into the room with Alistair. And unfortunately, with the charge, I will only be able to do a swift action. And I will yell to Alistair, I have your back, as I inspire him.
Gerard runs up behind you as you feel his hand on the back of your neck as he screams behind you. As it is Bella the Bear.
As I am on Bella's back, we are going to charge forward.
Okay. As you run past Alice, Gerard, give me a athletics check from your bear to slide past him without knocking him over.
Actually, I can only make it to right here, and I'm not going to block the door.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I'm going to end the bear's turn.
All right, making it your turn.
I'm going to hop off. Stand there. I'm going to clap my hands together, rub them, and then throw a ball of lightning into the sky,
Okay.
which has a radius of 20 feet. I'm going to put it right here. It'll hit those 3, that guy,
Hit
him.
everyone but the mage. Oh, and those 2 on the far left. All right. As in a swirling ball above them, energy begins to combine and crackle as it expands and drops to the ground.
It is a
And-
will save.
It's a will save, huh? Well, they will all take full damage.
All right. They take 21 damage each.
All right, 21
You could have
damage
done
each.
this that whole time?
I don't ever get the chance. I'll always hit the cat.
Good point.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
As Alistair, it is your turn as you feel Gerard touching your back. Kilroy sends out a blast of arcane energy like you've never seen from him.
And that fuels my energy as I go around. And that puts me right where I need to be as I get into an athletic stance, more animalistic, as I am doing Stance of the Wolf Fang, which will put all enemies in my radius of 10 feet flat-footed.
Fair enough. So go ahead and move yourself over there.
Bam. Whee.
All right. As you drop into the wolf stance.
And then, let's see here. I'm going to take my large axe. I am going to do
Okay.
Vital Strike, as I'm going to take my axe and try to cut right across his chest. Two-handed attack. Let's go. 22 hit his flat-footed.
22 does hit his flat-footed as you bring your axe down, cutting off a slice out of his unarmed shoulder.
5 plus slash R 3d6. 30 damage.
All right. As you bring it down, slicing off a piece of his shoulder, he'll squeal, "Aye! You fuck! Kill the fucking cat!"
And it's probably not going to have a chance. I quip as I get to do another attack. Take 4 off this roll.
All right. As you're coming
13.
down, you'll bring down the butt of your axe, trying to slam him in the face, as he'll just push you backward a bit, throwing you off balance as you miss him.
Damn. And that will end my turn.
Togric, it is your turn as you see your friends surging ahead of you into the fray.
To be born with short legs, as I try to squeeze my way past the two of them here to get into the room.
You should be able to get over my short ass.
Alright, so I'm going to take that running jump then to try to get over them here.
Okay. Let's see. Give me an athletics.
Alright, can do. So for an athletics, I got a 31.
Right.
Very nice. As you go, Kilroy putting his hands down as he gives you a jump as you go streaming over Kilroy and Gerard at landing in front of him.
Perfect. Of course, Alistair's all the way in again. As I go to double move here and end here.
Fair enough. You all hear a low growl from behind you as, pacing forward, the wolf streams past you, taking his full movement as he stands beside Togric in a stance like he's ready to pounce, and you just hear... The door to your right opens. As, while you don't recognize the face, you'll instantly know who it is. So, lad, you must be the last son. Or the firstborn son, I guess. Depends on how the rest of my assassins went.
Hire better people. I've come for your head, you know.
Oh yes, you're the one they call the headhunter. There'll be none of that anymore. As he pulls an axe out of his waist, throwing it at you. He's outside of his range, so he'll have disadvantage. It would have been a critical. Instead, it is a 22.
That will miss.
All right, as this axe just goes whistling by your skull, missing by a hair's breadth, as he just holds up his hand, as it returns with a streak of light.
Quaint. I'll enjoy ripping that from your corpse.
As we're back around to the top of the initiative order, as we are once again with our fat bandit mage. Alistair, right up in his face, he's quite taken aback currently. What he's going to do is he is going to take he will disengage as his swift action. And then run back, turning around, as once again his fingers blaze with flame, as two will streak out towards you, Alistair. one streaking out towards Togric.
I believe Alistair's weapon has a 10-foot reach.
It does.
24 to hit you, Alistair.
Negative.
Your touch AC?
Oh. Let's see.
Does that hit your touch?
I'm looking. Yeah, it does.
All right. Your next one is a 14 to hit touch AC.
Yeah, no.
All right, and the last one for Togric, 20 for touch AC.
That does hit.
All right. As once again, this time the embers that were in your mane light with a small flame, Alistair. As Togric, your shoulder is seared with the fire. Let's see. Alistair, you will take 12, 18 points of damage.
Oh, all right.
And Togric, you will take 14.
All right.
As it is your enemy's turn.
My Genji button.
The dwarves on your flanks will charge forward. Coming within range of you, Gerard.
Oh, I made a huge mistake.
You said he walked within range of me?
Yeah, he's about to try to hit you.
Oh, that's an attack of op.
No, he's charging straight at you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. The only one that will get within range this turn to hit is Gerard for the melee guys. Does a 24 hit your AC?
No, but whenever he walks into my threat range, it's difficult terrain.
Oh yeah, so you will get an attack of op. Go ahead and take that. I forgot.
Thank you.
I'm about to start hunting.
All right. As he rushes at you, he misses with his hammer as you come around with your flail. But with his attack, he dodges down as you just whip right over him. Now at this point, the archers all begin to kneel as they'll unleash a flurry of arrows. We're going to say 2 for Alistair, 2 for Togric, and 3 for Gerard. That's a miss for you, Alistair.
Thank you.
Another miss as both arrows whiz past your head. Togric, that's a miss. Does a 23 hit you, Togric?
It does not.
All right. A 27 for you, Gerard?
Grant, I see what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Fan.
12. All right. As all the arrows whisk past, this time missing very wide, except for one that sticks in between your armor, pinning your shoulder, Gerard, as you will take 4 points of damage. As it is your turn.
All right, and I am going to smite the fella that has pulled up on me as my sword or my flail and shield turned white.
Gerard, please move forward 1. Please.
Yes, I will do that first.
Thank you. My man.
All right. As you'll come around, whipping out your flail and shield as you bash into him first, striking him with your shield to catch him off balance.
That's actually plus another 4 for my smite.
Okay, and while originally your flail would miss, your glows briefly as he's shocked back by the energy. Roll damage on both. All right, as you strike into him for 30 points of damage between both weapons. Is that including your smite damage?
That's correct, both including with my smite.
Very nice. As the light blinds him almost, as he stumbles back for a second before readying himself. A bit of blood trickling down his cheek. Bella, it is your turn.
At DM's discretion, since Kilroy and Bella move at the same time, or one right after another, can I just move them at the same time?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. That's fine.
All right. I'm going to hop on Bella's back, and Bella's going to walk through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right, so since you are within melee range from one of the dwarves, by hopping, you will take an attack of op by hopping on Bella's back.
Can he hit through the crack in the doorway like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the door's open, so it's not a crack
Okay.
anymore. It's a jar.
Okay.
No, it's still a door. That was good. Shut up.
So are you still going to mount?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. That is a 17.
No.
All right. As you mount, what are you doing as you mount your bear?
The bear is going to walk through the door.
Okay.
Well, why is he won't go through the door? There we go. And he is going to attempt to grapple that one.
All right. Give me an athletics check to stay on your bear as it's grappling this young dwarf.
Okay.
All right.
7.
So your bear goes to grapple it as it leans back, throwing you off the back to the ground behind him. As you will take 2 points of damage as you fall, but
Okay.
you may still grapple.
Be to grapple.
All right. As you succeed and your bear's arms wrap around the beast as you hear its ribs crack.
The bear actually has pincers. I was gonna have them clamp around the shoulders.
Yeah. So you're using an attack with your grapple?
It can't attack until the next turn. It can
that's
just
fine.
grapple. Yep.
All right. As your bear's arms and pincers wrap around it, as you hear. So you moved and you tried to mount. So I'll say that's your swift action. You still have a standard and a move.
Okay. I'm going to
Get it.
clap
Get
my
it.
hands together and throw a lightning bolt right here, and it will hit all of these guys.
All right. And it's a will save, correct?
Yes. DC 22.
All right. Is not even paying attention to you this time as they focused on Alistair and Togric. They're not even watching as the lightning bolt streams down, hitting the floor in an area. They will all take that 30 points of damage.
Daggum!
See what happens when you're not in the way for once?
Who are you yelling at?
Who am I ever yelling at, Alistair?
I am way actually out of your way right now, Togric.
This time!
There's just this dumbstruck look on my face.
During battle, I love it. Wait till I get really out of the way, Togric. It's gonna be real fun.
Oh, about one round when you get cut in half, I'm ready.
No, 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 no. I've seen how slow these dudes are.
As the lightning bolt hits the ground, bodies drop as a dwarf and 3 of the humans hit the ground, seizing as they didn't even get a chance to get into combat before you've slayed them. As Alistair, you're up. Togric, you're on deck.
Alright. So I am going to go right here.
Okay. As you charge back near the
It's not a
archers that have
charge.
been peppering you. I know, but
Oh. I get what you're saying, though. I will be doing probably my favorite attack. savage blow on this fellow archer because I am sick and tired of getting peppered with arrows, so I'm taking them all out.
All right. The dwarves look in horror as you run past them, circumventing their entire line to get at their weak archers as you slam your axe into him. As blood spurts across your mane into the fiery embers.
21 hit is flat-footed.
Oh, it definitely hits his flat-footed.
Sweet. 19 and a half. Give me uno momento, por favor. Because we got to do one more thing. So,
all right. As between both those attacks, between all that damage, you slice down, bringing the butt of your weapon around as you slam it into his back as he lurches forward, holding his chest as he falls to the ground.
Sweet. Told you I'd get out of your way, Togric.
All right.
It's not mine, it's
your
his.
turn, Togric.
I gesture to Kilroy here. As I look over at Vemagor, you brought plenty of food for me. It's much appreciated. As I'll run here and cast Timoroth's Hunger.
All right. As you run out into the enemy, you slam your fist into the ground as the area around you grows dark. Swirling vortex of energy rises up as a gaping maw comes out of the ground, chopping at your enemy's feet.
So
it's a will save, correct?
Yes, it is a will save.
All right. All right, they will all fail.
All right. So we'll throw this in here. As they will all take 17 damage, and I will heal for 10 times, let's see, 6 creatures, so I'm full.
Why is Timoroth's Hunger so good?
This orc is also in that range there.
But it's an orc. It's not going down with one Timoroth's Hunger.
That's true.
He's been hit twice already, actually.
Oh, good.
As I look back over my shoulder at Kilroy, I can take it. Go ahead.
You
Just nod
absolute
my head.
madman.
Looking around, while you guys have seemed to decimate most of the forces, some of you are badly hurt as the wolf that you've been traveling with lurches back, his back cracking with a massive sound that echoes across the chamber. His limbs bend as his arm stretches out. His other arm stretches out as well as he...
Great. Now we got to fire a werewolf.
He slowly, the fur begins to drop from his body. You see his head reforms into a familiar face as you are greeted by Shelkanor, the druid who had offered you solace earlier, as he turns to those of you that are in the chamber and says, "Sorry for the deception. I wasn't quite sure of your intentions, but now that I know who you are, I think it's time I reveal myself."
I knew the wolf was too smart to be a pet.
Go ahead, we got back up.
Hey, I'm not a pet.
I said too smart to be one.
That's damn right. As he's going to hold up his hands as vines begin to grow around them, as it grows into a small tree as he claps them together, as seeds lurch out, hitting Alistair. Alistair, you will heal
Dope.
for 14 points.
Sweet. Dope.
As he breaks his hands back apart as the image fades, dropping down into a defensive stance. Seeing all of this, God damn it! It's impossible to find decent help around here! It's alright. I've got something for that. As he pulls out a horn, as you hear, as a blast, a returning echo, returns from the deep as the ground shakes. And as you look down the long path at the corner where the lava erupts from, a figure begins to emerge from the shadows. Towering over the hall is a lava golem. As it steps out onto the battlefield, standing at least 30 feet tall, as it towers over you all. We're at the top of the next round. I will roll initiative for the golem.
Fair, Togric. It's not the largest thing I'm going to kill this year. Remember the Baylor?
Mm-hmm. I knew you were going to bring it. It's one time. One time.
All right. At this point in the back, the fat mage holds up his hands as he casts out magic across him as he turns invisible.
That's why I can't see him. Bullcrap.
As he's going to run, and then he will... All right. As the rest of your opponents go, Togric, as you put yourself in between enemy lines, they quickly begin to surround you.
Am I going to go ahead and take them attacks of op?
Yeah, just a second. Let me get all of them moved. The orcs in the back begin to beat their axes against their chest as they work themselves into a friendly hoo, 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 as they will begin to rush into the melee. All right, so, Gerard, you are going to get 2 attacks of opportunity against the one that charged against you. All right. As they rush against you, familiar with your method of attack, as you reach out, bashing one with your shield and one with your flail, both of them raise up their shields at the last minute, deflecting your blows as they'll rush in and both try to hit you. That's a miss. Does a 20 hit your AC?
No, sir.
All right. As the dwarf that was already there will try to hit Bella the bear.
Yes, he's grappled, right?
Oh, he is grappled. You are right. Let's do grapple checks instead.
Big
Yep.
26.
32.
As he tries to evade, as Bella just cuts into him deeper with her pincers, as blood begins to trickle down his arms. Let's see. At this point, Togric, you are surrounded, it seems, by 4 of them. So they will all attack you with advantage. As the orc runs up, bringing down his massive war axe. 24. 24 to hit you, Togric?
Sorry, no, that doesn't hit me.
You're good. He will miss on his second attack as we move over to the dwarves. So that's a miss. Does a 25 hit you, Togric?
That does not.
Thank God for shield, hey?
All right, as the third one misses you as well. As the rest of them from the back will begin to move up into position. All right. All of the archers begin to run away from you, Alistair, as they'll turn around after their breakneck run, dropping to a knee, as all 6 of them will unleash their arrows at you.
Okay.
23?
No.
24?
No.
28.
That might actually. I think the number you are looking for is less than that. Yes, it is. 28 will hit.
All right, as you will take 5 points of damage as you manage to dodge most of them, deflecting one with your axe, as finally one slams into the side of your knee with a sickening. As Gerard, it is your turn as you hear the thum, thum, thum as the lava golem steps ever closer.
Well, I see that Togrig's in trouble. But all I can really do is just deal with these fellas that are in front of me for now. I'm going to go ahead and attack them.
Okay.
I am the danger, is all I'd like to say on that.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm going to stay here.
All right. As you reach out, as your shield dims a bit, as you no longer channel your divine energy through it, as you bash against the shield of another dwarf, rapping out with your flail, as both of them deflect your blows with their shields, looking at you with a smirk. The lava golem begins to walk, step, 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 closer to you all. As it holds out its hands, as lava begins to form into a single ball between it, as it erupts out at Gerard.
I totally forgot about this thing, actually.
Does a 30 hit your touch AC?
Where is
Yeah, it does.
Where is this thing?
All right. Let's go.
Totally forgot about it.
All right. As you are hit with this ball of molten rock, it washes over you as Flex swipe off towards Bella and Kilroy as they deftly manage to get out of the way. As you look down, your armor almost begins to glow with a red aura, as you will take 31 points of damage. All right, as Bella the Bear, it is your turn.
All right. So since he is grappled, he's gonna take his free attacks.
Do it.
He takes 29 damage.
All right, as the pincers cut deeper, as the bear rakes it with its claws, the blood will begin to erupt from the dwarf's throat as he just falls into a clump.
That was dark.
So next I'm going to have the bear move right here. And then that is all she can do.
Fair enough. As the bear kind of moves deftly across, she has to dodge and move carefully around the bits of lava that have fallen onto the ground. But, Kilroy, it is your turn.
I clap my hands together and throw them off to the side as pink mist starts to envelop the area, and I summon... Well, one hippogriff.
Okay. Let me drop that token for you on the map.
Party inspiration.
If you guys are okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Let's
Okay.
D4 again.
All right. Well, you are actually down to... Oh, you're down to 1.
Bro, where did it all go?
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you guys were at 4. I forgot to add it back from last time. So you're at 3.
Yeah, well.
All right, and then let's see, how many is that? Oh, just the 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
As there is your token.
And I'm gonna have my swift action and take a mana potion off my belt and drink it.
All right. The area where the mist forms begins to congeal slowly over the course of the next few seconds into this hippogriff. Alistair, it is your turn.
What's up? Right, I'm gonna rush in. Right here. Whee.
Okay.
And I will be attacking this one right here. So I take my axe and try to cut him in half with glee.
All right. As
23
you run, yep. As you run forward, your axe slamming down, you slip through the leg of the enemy.
Cool.
Are you attacking the one above you or the one to your right?
The one above me.
All right.
20 damage.
All right. Roll your second attack.
Up. Like mine. Take 4 off that. 21 hit.
It definitely does, as these archers are only wearing leathers.
20 damage again.
All right. As you bring your axe around for the last time, you slice through as its head kind of seems to hover there for a second before it slides with a sickening off of its body.
Last time, baby! As I turn around, doing a full 360, I'm going to cleave the guy right to the right of me.
Do it. You will definitely hit.
Bam. 21 damage.
All right. As you slice through, making a swivel, as you slam the butt of your weapon into its chest, as you just hear. Togric, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to take a quick 5-foot step here to cast Timros Hunger again, and while I'm doing that, I bellow at this fire golem here to try to draw his attention my way.
Okay.
Very big
So first, give me the intimidate check.
Alright, one moment. So for that, it is a 24.
Okay. All right. As you holler out at him, screaming, "Hey, over here, you asshole!" It stops for a moment and turns its head towards you.
And then the Timros Hunger hits these targets.
Yep. All right, so it's the 3. All right, 2 of them, once again not prepared as this gaping maw erupts out of the ground. One of them jumps off the ground, deftly avoiding it, and will take no damage.
Alright. So they will take 15 points of damage on that. I'm already at full, so no healing needs to be done there.
All right.
But did I notice the fire golem's head turn to me?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Alright, good. I look over my shoulder now that I've ticked it off. Gerard, finish up there and take Vemagor.
I thought that was your fight.
Little busy at the moment. As I gesture to Big Monster.
I can get there.
It's all right. Let me see what I can do, Shelkanor says, as he holds his hands together once again, as little beads of light will erupt, as he will split his healing between Gerard and Alistair. So you will each heal for 6 points. As, using a swift action to quick cast, he casts out his hand. As Gerard...
You would bring them back. What?
You will begin to double in size.
Sweet.
I sure appreciate that.
Vemagor looks around quickly, eyeing the room. Fine. I guess it's time to join in as he pulls a great axe out as he'll charge into the fray. So he'll charge at you, Gerard. As he'll drop into a low stance, holding his axe high, as he will try to hit you with a savage blow.
Oh no.
That will miss,
Oh.
and he will miss you. Let's see. Alistair, you will recognize this as a warrior's stance, but you don't recognize the actual stance itself.
Even if it's one of the stances I use?
It is not one of the stances you use. You could roll an intelligence check to identify it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll just figure out if I hit it. Intelligence check. That is not my greatest one. Yeah, I don't know it.
Yeah, fair enough. As you recognize it as a stance more advanced than one you could use, but you don't recognize it offhand. All right. As we come around to the mage, he reappears in the back of the hall as he just smirks as he eyes the room, turning to you, Alistair, as once again his fingers glow with red flames as streaks of energy head your direction.
This dude's pissing.
25 for touch,
Yep.
12 for touch,
Nope.
and 18 for touch.
Nope.
As you will take 8 points of damage. As with a swift action, he brings his hands together once again as he begins to glow with a green aura. Coming around, it is the enemy's turn. As the archer in front of you drops his arrows, he pulls out a short sword and he's going to 5-foot step into melee.
Yeah, okay, have fun with that.
He gets an attack of op because he has a 10-foot weapon for dropping.
He's 5-foot stepping.
But
Oh
he
yeah,
dropped
you're
his
right.
bow.
He switched weapons in melee.
Sweet.
You are correct. Thank you for reminding me.
Give me uno momento.
Welcome.
21 hit is flat-footed.
Oh, it sure does. Roll that damage.
I love it. 22 damage. Is he dead? Dead?
He's looking for the cat. Somebody redeemed Hello Kitty.
Oh, which one are we seeing?
Oh man.
He's got to go find him.
Redeemed Hello Kitty.
What a goon.
Big Brain Girl, thank you for the follow, and thanks for being the first one to use those channel points.
Wait, big brain thoughts from Big Brain Girl. Which one are we getting though? I can get both.
Bring it closer to the camera. We can barely see the kitty.
Yes, you got Sam.
Ah. Raise him up. Show him. Simba his ass.
Show
Ah!
All right.
Of my cats, we have Sam and Dean. If you've ever seen Supernatural, they are brothers.
What's that show?
And I go run. Normally they sit right behind me, and of course, the first time somebody redeems that, I don't have a cat nearby.
Yeah, I can tell you're out of breath, my dude.
Hey, I'm fat. All right. I like soda and cheeseburgers.
Jesus Christ. Is he dead?
He's not. Oh yeah, he's definitely dead.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I just cut him in half as he's trying to like take out his sword. Something cool like that. Hell yeah, brother.
As the rest of them will launch their arrows at you.
God, these guys are pissing me off.
As all of them will miss as arrows streak by your head.
Oh, I'm gonna streak by him.
As Togric, you are... you moved a little bit, so some of them will 5-foot step towards you.
Kind of clanging on my shield. Come on. Little closer.
As
Come
the
on, man.
orcs all charge at you. Let's see. Jesus. I'm rolling like straight garbage today.
I
Oh,
appreciate
you're
it.
good, Sam. Ah! As all of the orcs charging at you miss. But running up behind you, 2 of the dwarves strike against the back of your armor, as both will be critical hits.
Alright.
Whoa!
The first one for 7 points of damage,
Alright.
and the second for 13.
These
Okay.
are some super underwhelming crits, my dude.
Yeah, I'm not rolling great. I think I rolled above 14 3 times, and 2 of them were just now.
I still look over my
As-
shoulder at Kilroy and say, I can take it. Do it.
And then we have 1 attack for Gerard and 1 attack for the
I
bear.
understand.
As both will miss, as Gerard, it is your turn.
All right. Well, once again, I turn to Vemagor and look down as my shield and my flail grow bright white, and I will smite for both attacks.
Jesus Christ.
All right. I only see the 1.
Yeah, that's actually a 20. I don't know why I didn't add that. It's plus 14.
Ooh.
You guys want to give me one of those inspirations?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Wow, great job, Gerard.
All right.
Cursed. Dice roll is cursed.
So that will bring you down to 2. Ooh!
Oh! Best inspiration.
Worth it.
Greatest
Very
inspiration
nice.
of all time. Crit failed to
As you will hit him with both, and the second one is a critical.
All right.
Good call.
All right, 11 points of damage on the first one.
All right. I'm just gonna have to add it here. So just 2 more points.
So 12 points.
12 points.
As you smash into him, as you tower now above this dwarf, he just looks up. You'll have to do better than that.
I'm here for the long game.
Yeah, I'm on it.
This will bring it around. As it is the lava golem's turn, as it's turned to you, Togric, it begins to lumber forward. As it moves,
So smash that guy it's standing on.
let me give him a reflex save, because he really doesn't care about these guys. Ooh, he will. Let me move him out of the way. This one just goes, as he walks forward, flames begin to emanate from his chest as fire explodes in every direction. Everything within 20 feet, including his allies, will need to make a reflex save.
And he disappears.
Explosion.
A reflex save. Alright.
See what that would be? I hope he is.
All right, as one of the barbarians will pass.
16 for myself.
All right, so you will fail as well, as everyone but the bottom barbarian will take full damage. All right, that's going to be 25 points of damage.
I am avoiding him, my dude.
Okay.
As one of the barbarians fall, screaming in pain, as it does all of the dwarfs behind him.
That is hilarious, actually.
As Bella, it is your turn.
Can Togric take it now?
He's going to grapple the one immediately in front of him.
It's arguably not a need now. Boss did it for him.
30 to grapple the dwarf in front of me. Or the bear.
This bear cannot lose.
All right. As the bear reaches out, its pincers grasping around the dwarf's neck, it briefly, for a moment, brings up its shield, pushing back against. We tied, so roll again.
Oof. 25.
As you push back with a slow crunch, the pincers slash around the shield. As you have control of the grapple.
Can't do anything else this turn with the bear.
As it is your turn, Kilroy.
Heavy breathing intensifying over here.
I fly up 10 feet and then over 10 feet. Well, this way, and my hippogriff moves over here to attack the golem.
All right. As your hippogriff flies over, arching down at the golem.
25.
All right. 25. A 25 will hit. As your hippogriff, you just hear the sound of talons against rock as it grinds against the stone.
12 damage. And then I'm going to shoot pink finger lasers at Togric, Alistair, and Gerard.
Bro, what? We need finger lasers come a thing.
You all heal for 11 HP. Togric, you heal for 6.
Wow, man. Measurement.
That ends my turn.
Fair enough. As Alistair, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going after the Fat Mage. I can stop here and take that attack of op if you would like.
So the mage is actually, if you zoom in a little bit, the mage is, oh yeah, you're trying to cut through. Oh, I see.
I'm literally just
They
going
actually,
across.
because they currently have their bows out and not their short swords, they don't get an attack of op.
Cool. I'm keeping going. Right here. And how much do I have left?
Go, Alistair! Cut his freaking head off!
I have 6 left. Can I afford it? Yeah, we can. We can do
There's always a little room. Dig deep.
that. I've been using a lot of focus. I will be doing a savage blow on this feller.
So as you charge past, the bewildered elves look as you run past them, running at the mage who's been tormenting you with his flames. Bringing your axe down.
Give it to me.
You can have an inspiration.
All right, there we go. We have no.
That leaves the party with 1 inspiration.
Chewing through it.
Yeah, we're avoiding crit fails right now.
All right. As you bring your axe down upon him, he holds up his hand as a blue barrier appears, blocking your attack.
All right, second attack now. We're gonna take 4 off this roll. 23 hit us flat-footed.
You land, sweeping your weapon around, going beyond his shield as you slam into his side with your axe.
I'm just curious, would a 19 have hit his flat-footed AC?
Yes, even with the
'Cause
shield.
Okay, I was gonna say he charged, but I was just curious.
Is that technically a charge?
Did you run in a straight line?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Then yes.
26 damage for the second attack.
All right. As you launch into him with the second attack, the miss on the first one doesn't matter as your axe sinks into his side, as blood drips down as he just kind of lurches and drops to the ground in front of you.
Sick and tired of that dude. Got him. Time to go after
As Togric, it is your turn.
All right. So the heavy breathing's still here. I'm going to take a 5-foot step and keep gesturing with my shield, waving the giant towards me here. And I'm going to, as my swift action, cast my vampiric aura. So everything within 20 feet will take 7 damage.
All right, so that's not a spell, so you won't provoke an attack of op.
Mm-hmm. Alright, am I still within range from where I am?
He has a 15-foot range.
Okay, I'm gonna have to risk it anyway, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Timros Hunger here.
Okay. Does
Or takes
a
7 health from the hippogriff.
He reaches up with his hands, bringing them down in a massive slam. Does a 25 hit you?
Barely, no.
All right. As you manage to dodge out of your way as it thuds next to you. Let me roll those saves. It should be, I think, you're probably hitting that human or the dwarf.
These two, it's the 2 barbarians and the elemental from what I range checked.
Okay. All of them will fail.
Alright, that's good news. Good news. Alright, so they'll take 15 damage, and I heal for 8 times 3, 24. And I keep beckoning this giant over with my shield, drawing him away from my crowd here.
All right. As all of Shelkanor examines the field, seeing a lot of you wounded, he'll dig his hands down into the ground as the earth behind him begins to crack. As you see first a sapling and then a tall tree grow out of the ground, towering over the field as its seeds begin to drop and filter across the battle. All of you will heal for 9 points.
5 points, okay.
Sweet. Let's be at 44. That's enough for me.
As it is Vemagor's turn, as he looks at you and kind of chuckles, as he assumes a different technique, launching down into a low grasp. He reverse handles his axe as he swipes at your legs. He will take 3 attacks.
Can I intelligence check this one?
You sure may. So,
Alistair
he's taken on the stance of sure strikes, which gives him advantage on his attacks. So a 30 on the first hit, Gerard?
Yup.
You are not flanked, so you won't take sneak. Critical on the second,
Awesome.
and a 30 on the third.
They all hit me.
As 10 on the first hit, 11 on the second, and 14 on the third attack.
Oh, well, that's not bad, Gerard. It's not great.
That's not bad.
It's not good, but it's not bad.
And he also used the technique you also know as well, which is Steel Wind.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. A really good one.
All right. As we come around to the top of the initiative, your enemies look weary as they kind of teeter back and forth. Very wary of all of you at this point. The humans begin to back off as they pull daggers out and throw them at you, Alistair.
Jesus.
20,
Nope.
22.
Can't touch this.
As the archers run away as well. As it will be... They kind of trust the lava golem at this point to take care of Tagric, as they're all going to shoot at you. Ooh, one will crit fail, as he will hit his ally for 9 points of damage.
Imagine being that archer.
As the third one will critically hit you,
Imagine being that archer.
dealing 15 points.
Yeah.
Gerard, this one needs to... Well, actually, first, this one needs to do a grapple check against Bella the Bear. 24?
Where's the...
Gerard, you are on deck.
37.
Yeah.
All right, as Bella maintains control of the grapple, as the other one's going to try to strike at Bella, seeing if he can knock her hands awry.
I got a quick
He will
question
miss.
after this fight.
All right, that's fine. Gerard, it is your turn.
Once again, as I turn to Vemagor, and he continues to take shots at me. I say, I'm going to squash you like a bug.
You're nothing. You were born nothing, and after you die, you'll still be nothing.
Whereas I literally drop my flail and use my shield as a two-handed weapon as I come down over the top of my head and smash him.
That's big bonk.
Roll it. With a 29, you bring down your shield, slamming into him, knocking him off balance. Roll your damage. Remember, since you're using your shield as a two-handed weapon, you get to add a time and a half strength.
Sure will.
All right. As you knock into him, knocking him off balance, he kind of treads backwards, almost falling over before he readies himself in a stance. I believe you still have a second attack, don't you?
I dropped my flail to the ground as I pull out my bastard sword, if that has to take the rest of my turn.
As you pull it out in melee, he will get an attack of opportunity against you.
I know.
Get it.
20.
Nope.
All right. As we come around to the lava golem, its jaw drops as you just hear a as it steps closer to you.
Squishing his friends.
Yep, we will give the barbarian a reflex save. The barbarian will crit as he managed to forward roll out of the way. We don't want him on top. All right, there we go. As he lurches forward, bringing down his fists upon you, just boom, boom, boom.
Bring it on.
30 for the first hit.
That is a big yes.
Hefty yes.
Let me see. What's his second attack modifier? 31 for the second hit.
Also yes.
Heftier yes.
And then 25 for the third.
That's a no.
All right. Is on the first attack, he will deal 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And on the second one, he will deal 19.
Okay.
As he just pummels you into the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Each one of his fists almost the size of you. As it is Bella the bear.
Don't worry, Togrick.
These pincers are going to squeeze around its neck, and the bite is going to happen around its head for 20 damage.
As the pincers squeeze around its neck, you hear a sickening as the pincers slice together as its head rolls off to the side. The dwarf looks over in horror and begins to flee as Bella the bear will get an attack of op. And so will Gerard.
Grapple.
Perfect.
I don't have opportunity, grapple opportunity or whatever the feat is. I don't have that feat.
Yeah, so you can just swipe him.
Yep. $18.
He is flat-footed. Gerard, you will miss, but Kilroy, you will hit.
That was the wrong roll.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, I was about to say, that doesn't look right. That's also the wrong roll.
Let's Kilroy roll for
Oh, that
damage.
was Kilroy.
9 damage.
You will hit his flat-footed AC. Gerard, you'll hit his flat-footed
Did you
AC.
say I would have hit his flat-footed? Okay.
Yeah. All right, as he's running away, you slash into him. First the bear, and then Gerard as you wrap him in the back of the head as you hear a sickening thud as your flail sinks into the back of his skull. As he falls down, you pull it out with a lurch.
3 good attacks.
As Kilroy, it is your turn.
Since he died, does my bear still have movement?
Yes, he does. And Alistair, you're on deck, by the way.
Yep,
All
I'm on
right.
it.
Sorry.
You're fine. Go ahead. So your bear still has movement.
My bear is just gonna run over to Vimagor.
All right. As Kilroy, it's your turn. Alistair, you're on deck.
The Hippogriff is going to do its full round attack.
All right.
The first attack is a 21. The second attack is a 30.
All right. As your Hippogriff reaches out, slicing into the golem, he hits with both attacks as his talons sink into the stone and the lava.
The first attack is 22 damage, and then the second attack is 7.
All right.
And then I'm going. Ooh, sorry.
As your Hippogriff's talons sink into it, you see the lava begin to bubble down its side as you continue to strike it. Continue.
I move over 10 feet, and I hold my arm out with my left hand wrapping around my right wrist, my palm facing the golem and the barbarian, and I'm going to shoot out a spear. And it's going to pass through both of them.
Okay, is that a reflex save?
Yes.
All right. What's the DC? Because this one's close.
22.
All right. The barbarian definitely passes. The golem will miss by 1 as the barbarian leaps out of the way, but the golem just turns at the last moment, struck by the spear.
27 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Even at half damage, you'll finish off that barbarian as the golem takes the full brunt of the blow. Is that your turn,
Yep.
Kilroy? All right, Alistair, you're up. Togric, you're on deck.
Oh,
Got it.
sorry. They also take 1 heal from the beams of light from last round.
Okay.
14 for Gerard, Alistair, and 7 for Togric.
All right, Alistair, now you're up. Togric, you're on deck.
Alright, so I move there. And I'm attack, and I'm going to do Vital Strike and Savage Blow with it because I need to finish this thing off. And I have like barely anything left.
All right.
So I'm gonna attack. Find it. Find it. Flat-footed. Give me something good. 20
All right.
is flat-footed.
As you run up, bringing down your axe, you manage to slice barely into the heel of the beast as it kind of stumbles forward, almost toppling on top of Togric.
I can do this all day.
So 26 plus 33 is 59?
Yep.
Cool.
At this point, the golem howls as it turns from Togric to you.
No.
As lava begins to flow down, at this point almost enveloping its body.
Cool. I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
Give me a crit. 16 hit? No.
It does not.
And,
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't finish out my movement speed, can I?
Not without taking an attack of op.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'll take that attack of op.
Okay.
Go back over here.
All right. As you do that, does a 26 hit you?
Yes, it does. Jesus.
For 15 points of damage.
Oh. All right, yeah.
As he just slams into you as you flee. Togric, you are up. Shelkanor's on deck.
Alistair, stay back. I've got this. As I go to Vital Strike, so first the Vampiric Aura, 7 damage to the Orc Barbarian and this
You also
giant
hit the
monster.
Hippogriff.
It's a
That's fine.
yeah.
You can hit the Hippogriff.
It does 7 damage. I'm sorry.
No, I don't mind.
It heals me for 3. I need it. And then I'm going to go in with a Vital Strike, Life Strike on the Golem here.
Since he was facing me, does Tiger get advantage off that?
No, because he's not flanked.
Let's see. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does, as you reach down into him, slamming into his back with your weapon.
Alright, so that will deal 43 points of damage, and I heal for... Let's see, that was 18. Alright, and for the second attack, I will be Vital Striking again here. Or Vital Strike. See if I can hit him again.
Okay.
As I'm hopping at his ankles and yelling as much as I can, get him to turn back towards me here. Ooh, that's a big no.
At this point, he swerves around as lava drips down his body from where you had hit him before, as it begins to reverberate, flashing out in every direction. Alistair, I need a reflex save. Hippogriff, I need a reflex save. Togric, I need a reflex save. Barely misses Bella and Vemagor.
Right. Mine's a 22.
Hey, that Hippogriff is taking double damage.
As Togric, you will have.
It's dead.
Alistair, you will not.
It's
As the lava erupts from each of you, to each of you, as it's going to be a total of 21 points. Halved is 11.
It's dead.
It's dead.
As Alistair and the Hippogriff's already down. Alistair, as you get covered in lava, give me a reflex save to try to get it off your armor before it melts.
Just whack, my dude. You failed reflex save. Have another one.
You manage to shake quickly, moving around, flipping your cape as the lava drops from you as your armor is seared. You'll need to get it repaired later, but there won't be any mechanical effects. As Shelkanor is up, Vemagor is next. Shelkanor's tree continues to emanate throughout the room, as all of you will heal again, this time for 8 points of damage. As he'll raise up his finger, and in one single light, he'll push it out, splitting 2 beams of light, one at Togric and one at Alistair, as both of you will heal for 11.
Did that just ignore his shadow?
No, it didn't.
Full to him for 11? Oh, okay.
I put it on a 6.
As it's Vemagor's turn, he turns to the bear. You won't be getting me like you got the rest. As he launches 3 savage blows into the enemy.
Christ. Let's take a little focus.
31.
Yep.
31.
Yep.
And 26.
No.
12, 17, 20. The first attack will do 31 points of damage. The second attack will do 33.
Oof. 31. Okay. 64.
As he launches into your bear, you hear a "Ow! Ow!" as he just begins bleeding as the cuts, blood just rushing down his frame. As we are at the top of the initiative of round 6, and it is our enemy's turn, the few that have survived. The archers will run back into a terse formation. The humans backing away from Alistair once again, as this dwarf in front of him will just launch in a lone charge at him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Tagric, you're getting hit by the last remaining barbarian. So, let's do the archers first, as all three will launch at you, Alistair. Miss.
Surprised this barbarian lived that lava wave.
Dude, so am I. They will all miss, as the humans will throw daggers at you. Does a 22 hit?
No.
Alice? All right. And finally, you have the dwarf who is charging. He will also miss, as you just... Daggers, arrows, and a charging dwarf come at you as you manage to deflect or dodge all of the blows. As finally, this orc, covered in lava burns, bleeding from multiple wounds, barely conscious just by the force of his anger, raises up his axe and tries to slam it down upon you. 23.
That misses.
All right. As he whiffs, slipping forward, falling down into the remaining lava on the ground, as you just hear him kind of as he falls unconscious.
Back to the bar.
Gerard, it's your turn. The golem's up next.
All right. Well, once again, I'm going to smite as my bastard sword and my flail turn bright white, and I dig into Vemagor as much as I can.
All right. All right. As you come around, swinging at him with your bastard sword and your shield, his low stance makes him easier to hit as you slam into him twice. At this point now, as you've hit him twice, he's bleeding from multiple wounds. As it begins to drip on the ground, as he wipes back his mouth and just grins. Don't worry, I've got a few more tricks up my sleeve.
I can legitimately do this all day.
I hate both of you, Captain America Fox! As it's the lava golem's turn, as it's lurching, looking at Alistair, and then looking at you, debating where it's going to go.
Clanging my axe on my shield here.
It'll turn to you as it brings its mighty fists up, ready to pummel you again, as it's going to attack you 3 times.
All right.
34.
Yep.
35.
Yep.
It's 1 off for being a critical. 32.
Yep.
As 18 points of damage.
All right.
With the next one, let's see, another 18 points of damage.
All right.
And with this last one, it's going to... Oh, I didn't roll that great. It's only going to do 14 points of damage.
All right. As I collapse to one knee and then flat on my face in this lava pool in front of it.
One member of the Blade Song family down. Once I kill you all, the rest are next. As it is Bella the Bear's turn with Kilroy on deck.
Grapple. 39.
39. What's his plus? 15. All right. As he tries to bring up his axe, blocking it, the bear and him for a moment are locked in a contest of strength, pushing it against each other before the bear finally overwhelms him, but barely gaining control of the grapple.
Oh, boy.
Alright, so Kilroy flies over, hovering over the bear and right in Vimagor's face, and I pull the suicide pill out of my pocket and shove it in his mouth.
Holy shit!
And then I have the bear clamp its pincers around its face, or his face.
I'm going to ask for an athletics check.
Oh, he's flying, Lance. There's nothing athletic
Yeah, I'm
about it.
flying.
Well, he's got to force his mouth open is the thing. That's what the
He's-
athletics
Okay.
checks is for.
It's a bear.
Okay.
He's bear hugging him.
The bear's grappling him.
Yeah, it's a grab.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
have you
I'll
ever
give you
been
I'll give you
squeezed?
advantage.
Okay,
I'll give you
okay.
advantage. All right.
10.
Right.
As you go to try to pry his mouth open, he's going to try to resist you. As he just keeps his mouth shut as you're just trying to pull it open. Pull it open. I'll say that takes your movement and your swift, but I will leave you your standard if you want to try again or do something else.
Do it again. Keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
All right, you still have advantage. He is still grappled.
Jesus Christ.
I can't roll with these dice,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
As you go to try to pull, he just resists, shaking his head as he kind of tries to spit at you, but not opening his mouth enough. It just kind of dribbles down his chin.
Noob.
I believe
Okay.
Bella still has a swift if she wants to do anything before we move on.
Nope.
All right, as Alistair, you are up. Togric, you are next.
I do believe it's my turn to box the lava golem.
I do believe you'll be joining me in death, but yeah.
Listen, I'm fighting for Anna. And because I like, let's see here. I will
wait.
be doing. Oh, are we healing, Grant?
Yeah, sorry.
Zach.
Don't forget to take that healing, by the way, Togric.
Yeah. It doesn't make a difference.
It's a lot.
So, you run up. What are you doing, Alistair?
Same thing. I will be doing Savage Blow and Vital Strike.
All right.
Attack, flat-footed. 25 hits flat-footed.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll the second attack while you're at it. That will also hit.
21.
Yep.
Alright, so for my first attack, 21. Oh, /R, sorry. So that would be 45 damage plus 23. That is 68. 68.
All right, as you come slashing into it, once again, lava begins to roll down. As you can tell, it's about to erupt again. As it turns to you away from Togric, focusing its attention. Is that your turn, or do you have anything else?
Yeah, we're gonna try to get it away from Togric, so I'm gonna do the rest of my movement speed with taking.
You'll take another attack. Yep.
There we go.
All right.
Over here.
As you go to run away, it swings out at you with a 30.
Go ahead and do that damage, my friend.
Um,
A lot of dice.
28.
Yep.
As it punches into you, as it almost knocks the wind out of you. As you run away, you kind of stumble a bit into a forward roll, regaining your presence as you continue running away from the golem. Togric, you are up. I need a death save with Shelkanor on deck.
All right.
Okay. That is one failed death save. As it is Shelkanor's turn, as once again, its healing from the tree will continue across the battlefield. Everybody will heal for 6. And he's going to run forward, taking an attack of opportunity from the beast. That is a hit, as Shulkanor will take maximum damage, 42.
Good luck passing that concentration check now, Shulkanor.
As he tries to put his hand on you to heal you with his best heal. He will fail that DC 52 concentration check. And it is Vemagor's turn. So Vemagor is currently grappled. Yep, you already know.
36.
All right, so we'll tie. So let's roll off again. This time I got 36 again.
24.
All right. As he manages to push off, pushing the bear away. At this point, he's surrounded. He's going to take a full move action. So all 3 of you will take attacks of op before he moves. So that's Gerard, Bella, and Kilroy. What's your modifier, Kilroy?
0.
All right. Gerard, you will hit.
/R space.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, as you hit him for 8 points of damage. All right, as he's going to run over here, looking about, he pulls out a small healing potion with his swift action. He'll down it.
Duty.
It's a small one. As with his standard action, he grabs his war axe, chucking it back at Kilroy. 32 to hit you, Kilroy.
Yeah.
32 to hit the mage for 15 points of damage. As the axe embeds into your shin, it disappears, returning to his hand.
Cheeky bastard. I'll get you for that.
As our enemies are up, and Gerard, you're on deck. As the humans will rush past him, away from Alistair, who horrifies them.
Sweet.
Running at Kilroy, as the archers will continue to pepper Kilroy from the back, as everyone else is dead. As Kilroy, 2 daggers get thrown at you. 14 misses you, right?
Yep.
But 25 does not.
Shield.
As you raise up, as a divine barrier erects, as the dagger buries itself into it. Alistair, 3 arrows for you.
Aye.
One of them will crit fail again, as the companion he hits before goes, "What the fuck?"
Same guy.
27.
Yeah, that'll dare.
And a 19, as you will get hit by 1 arrow for 8 points of damage.
This is the son of a gun. I am.
As Gerard, it is your turn with a lava golem on deck.
All right, as I step around Bella and Kilroy, and I'll use up a nice challenge as I bang my bastard sword against my shield to get the lava golem's attention.
All right. So you bang your shield against. Come and get me, you big son of a bitch! What's the DC on that? And it's a will save, right?
Yeah, I also want to stand directly in front of Kilroy as I'm doing that. It is my relevant modifier plus my level plus 10, so 18.
All right. He will fail as he turns away from Alistair towards you, Gerard. So a nice challenge is a swift, and you moved. You still have a standard.
I plant my shield. He has to walk into my threat range.
As the lava golems turn, as it turns towards you, as it moves. Tunk, tunk, tunk. As it approaches, it holds out its arms as lava will erupt from it. I will need a reflex save from Vemagor, both of the humans, Bella, Gerard, and Kilroy.
Kilroy and Bella
Todrick,
both have full cover as I planted my shield.
I fail, right?
that is very fair. No, it goes up, so it misses you. It wouldn't hit you if you were prone. So you're on the ground, so you don't get hit. You're right. So they have full cover. So only you take the reflex save. You also have full cover. So your shield is going to take the brunt of this damage. With
Yeah,
no
I'll
save.
take. Oh, can I take the reflex save for that?
If you take the reflex save, you forego your full cover.
I'm just trying to keep full cover for Kilroy. I don't care about me.
So then, no. So you won't take any damage. Your shield will take all of this damage. It's probably going to break your shield.
Yeah, that's my fear.
Yeah. So you can either give them full cover or your shield takes this damage.
I'm going to have to give them full cover.
All right. Let me roll for the humans. They both fail.
Rip.
Vemagor.
Fails. Rip.
You don't need to take one, Alistair.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I'm
yeah.
out of the range.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he is. He's going to pass. He will take half damage.
Right.
Let's see. As this is going to be 42 points of damage, as both of these humans are just melted. Just screaming and howling in pain. As this lava hits your shield, you have to quickly drop it, as it is completely melted into slag by this lava golem. But you take no damage, and you have protected Bella and Kilroy from what surely would have killed both of them.
Perfect.
As it is Bella's turn with Kilroy on deck.
Bella takes a potion off of my belt and chugs it.
Bella does not have disposable thumbs.
Oh,
Yeah,
just pincers.
It needs thumbs.
I mean, that's fine. If it doesn't work, that's fine.
Let me see. Let me give me an acrobatics check from Bella.
Okay. Acrobatics is what kind of skill?
Because you could try to balance a dex-based skill check. You could try to balance it with pincers. I'll let her try.
Be like an intelligent crab trying to open
nope.
it, I guess.
All right. As she goes to pull off the healing potion, she drops it to the ground as it shatters.
Well, you dumb fucking bear. But I love you.
You dumb fucking bear.
Alright, it's my turn now, I guess. Thanks, bear, for wasting a potion.
Well, that was I would say that it's a standard to try to pull. She still does have a move.
Suck it off the ground.
She could do that, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, she's gonna lap it up off the ground.
I will give her half efficacy from that potion.
Okay.
Dumb fucking bear. Better drink that all up. Pete is coming.
5 HP.
Fair enough. As she just is kind of lapping up this red liquid from the ground. As now, Kilroy, it is your turn. Alistair, you're on deck.
Yay.
Alright, so, hold on, dude. I want to see something really quick.
I want to make you aware, by the way, this monster has a 15-foot threat range, and since you no longer have full cover, if you cast here, you are going to take an attack of op.
Let's get that, my dude.
So you'll need to move or something.
5-foot step.
I'm still within 15 feet if I 5-foot step.
Not if you go backwards
Right.
towards your bear.
All right. In the chat, Epic has redeemed help the enemy. You all will have disadvantage on the next save from the
Dude, I
god.
can't stand you, Epic. Get out of here.
Brutal.
Well, Gerard, do you trust me?
Brutal.
You literally get no response as I'm staring down at the heap of metal that was once my shield.
Well, never mind.
Oh, wait, this is big because it was made out of Gregor's sword.
I don't want to talk about it. As you've seen, just Gerard snap.
You mean Gerard's man crush?
I hold my arm out with my left hand wrapping my left wrist as the spear cannon is ready to shoot towards the golem again. I'll take
All
the
right.
attack of that.
So if you do that, you take the concentration check before you cast.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to move first. I'm gonna help you out with this because I don't
Yeah.
think you've had to do a concentration check with him because the DC is 10 plus the damage you take.
So yeah, I'll take the attack of Op moving out of his range.
There you
then.
go. There you go. 37.
Yes.
Out there. Oh, this thing's gotta get dead soon.
18 points of damage.
Alrighty, and then I ready my spear cannon, hold my arm out, my left hand grabs my right wrist, and I shoot the spear out. Reflex save.
All right. With the reflex save, he fails horribly, turning to you, not having time to react as you pierce him with your spear of light. How do you want to do this?
I'm aiming it right at his core, and I'm gonna take the core out. It hangs on the wall that it hits.
Okay. As you pierce through him, he explodes with the flames as lava goes in every direction as he falls to the ground. I need everybody within 30 feet to give me that reflex save. You all have disadvantage as the lava golem falls dead. So that's Bella, Gerard, and Velkanor.
Togric.
Vimagor. No.
And Shelkanor also does it.
23 for the bear, Bella.
Was that with disadvantage?
Oh nope, sorry.
Don't say sorry, we wouldn't have.
13.
Sorry.
All right, so that's a fail. What'd you get, Alistair? Oh, you're out of it.
Yeah,
Gerard,
I'm
what'd you
out.
get? Vemagor also fails. Shelkanor also fails. Actually, Shelkanor crit fails and will take double damage.
21.
I
Yeah.
healed you guys for 11 too, by the way, that turn.
All right, even with disadvantage, Gerard, though, you manage, filled with anger at the destruction of your divine weapon. You dodge out of the way anyways. You'll take half damage.
What's the damage?
You are still on the ground, so you remember you still don't get hit by this.
It sounded like it came out of him and he's
It explodes
dying, right?
up.
Okay.
Nah.
You see an eruption?
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be 26 points of damage for everyone. Double that for Shelkanor.
Rip my dude fucking on.
Do I take half?
Yes, you take half. You had passed your save.
God damn, I'm kind of having a mile a minute.
Yes, you take half. Is Bella still up?
She did.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was muted. She's got 5 HP left.
Joking.
All right.
Shelkanor might be dead.
All right. As he comes around, crumpling to the ground, if you slayed the lava golem, as it slowly sinks into the ground, melting away the stone.
Sweet.
Alistair, it is your turn as Vemagor is still left standing, bleeding from several wounds. He looks around, kind of looking from you to Kilroy, to Gerard, before finally settling his eyes on Togric.
Which is great, actually, because with that last round of
Fantastic.
healing, I'm up to 2 HP.
Gonna flank him. I go. 30. 15. So I will go.
I see out and then in to avoid the attack of Op.
Yep. Does that put me at flanking?
Because there has to be somebody flanking on the other side in order to get that modifier.
Oh, that's whack, but alright. I will be using my last 2 focus to do Savage Blow and Vital Strike. And he is flat-footed. So let's go ahead and get that attack.
Oh man. Crit.
Oh,
Big. Big nut, Lance.
All right, you hit. Roll damage.
You only double the weapon damage, unfortunately.
Yeah. Does that include? Oh, yeah.
so roll the 3d6 separate.
Well, it's 8d6 separate. So 21.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. Slash R. 8d6. So 42 plus 34. So is that 76? 76 damage.
All right, so how do you want to kill him?
Go ahead and I want to. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do overhand. I'm splitting his skull right in half, cleaving down through his pelvis bone, splitting him in half.
All right, as you come down, leaving your blade in him, as you try to split him in half, as you cut into his shoulder, your axe coming partway down as you rip him out, as he kind of falls to the ground. As all of you look over, as he reaches out at Togric, as Togric, you've opened your eyes, just barely being healed. As you stand up, as he kind of reaches out for you with his axe, as he falls to the ground in front of Kilroy, in front of Alistair.
Since his body's still hanging on my axe, I'm just gonna, with my foot, just push him off my axe.
As he's coughing up blood, as Alistair puts his foot on him, as he just said, pushing him off to the ground. What'd you say?
Get him off my axe, bro. Definitely.
What'd you say?
I was just like getting his dead body, or is he even dead yet?
He's not dead. As you pushed him down as he's coughing to the ground, still barely reaching out for Togric as he goes, I hate all you fucks. As you can tell, Togric, as you run over and Alistair, as you're standing over him, he's on the verge of death. He's bleeding out from Alistair's wound as it's opened up his organs, as his intestines begin to fall out. There's nothing that can be done for him.
So I cover his hands around his axe. I'll tell Swerven.
I guess this is it. He left me for your father. He left me to die.
He never knew you were alive, for what it matters. And what do you want me to tell him?
Tell him I love him.
Okay. See you in the afterlife, Femigo.
As his eyes kind of glaze over and his skin grows a pale white.
And I nurse my burning wounds at the moment. I kind of take a seat next to him. Alistair, I think this is the first time I was out before you were. Maybe I am getting old.
Yeah, I think I'm just getting better at what I do. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're slowing down. I'm just picking speed up, but hey.
You might be right. Gerard,
Hey!
catch as I.
Not a word. Whatever you throw at me, it just hits me.
Well, it's a tower shield.
Well, then it just hits me because I'm on my knee. Like, if you turn around, I am on my knees, like awestruck, just staring at the last melted remains of not only the weapon that was made for me by my teacher, but my divine weapon as well. Like, something inside me has broken.
Fair. I feel like you should be more awestruck about my strength. But...
Save the slag. It's been a while, and I grab out the true steel blacksmith hammer and kind of look at it. But I can smith it back together for you.
You can't resmith the slag. It's worthless.
That's exactly what I do normally when I'm smithing. That's what it is. You okay there? You're taking this rather hard. And all of a sudden realization kind of strikes me. That was...
Yeah, as I look at you, I'm like, I've taken a vow where items mean nothing. But this was the thing that meant something to me. This was the only thing that meant something to me.
As I kind of stand up and come over to where it's slagged at, and I do want to roll a craft blacksmithing here and see if I can reforge this material.
Well, what my worry is, I'm asking the DM. Whenever the lava golem melted through the stone, it was on top of my shield.
I crit on my my blacksmithing check here.
So as you come over, looking through the slag, it's melted and kind of melded together. It could be reforged, but it would take some time. The steel isn't useless. But it would take some time, and it would need to be separated from the now hardening rock of the lava that melted it.
So I take my true steel hammer, and I try to start scooping away at some of the lava if I can differentiate between the two with my crit here.
I mean, but at this point, there's no longer enough metal for a full shield.
So all of the metal that was there is still here.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I thought you said that it melted. I thought you said he melted through the rock, so all of that's impure. So I'm going to actually have to refine it and recut off slag, which is only going to lose material. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, I just have to get more material.
Yeah. So there's enough there. You'll need somebody. Togric is good enough to reforge it, but you'll need somebody to purify the slag.
I mean, I'm also a blacksmith. Yeah.
So you need somebody to look at it, but it's not a whole loss. The item can be reforged with most of the original material. You just need to save what's here.
Let it cool. Don't pour anything on it. Move it.
So, did Shelkanor go down?
He did not.
Okay.
It's swole.
Unfortunately, Togric, I'm going to have to handle this myself.
If it means that much to you. As I kind of turn back over to Vemagor. Could you make this any less bloody? Does anyone have any reserve corpse or something?
I can preserve the corpse. Which ones?
Just Vemagor.
So, he'll walk over, coming over to Vemagor as he lays his hands on his chest. As a green light emanates and tendrils of vines begin to wrap around his body, cocooning him in this bed of flowers. That should do for now. He'll stay for a few days that way.
Alright. So I kind of loosen my armor straps and tuck his body behind my shield and retighten it here.
Okay. As Shelkanor leans out his hands, vines wrap around from the cocoon underneath your arms, tying themselves in your front.
Come on, let's get this heavy bastard up top.
Don't you want to see what he had in his room first?
You go ahead. I'm not really feeling up to it.
To be fair, there are still 3 archers left.
At this point, as they look around, as they see you kill Vemagor, they drop their weapons and they're just kind of standing there like... They're just in a look of awe.
They know. I'm gonna go over to them real quick.
Okay. Look. Just don't do anything rash. Okay. We can make a deal. I've got coin.
Kill him,
coin.
Alistair! I yell from across the way.
Well, no, we have coin. Stop.
And your shoes.
As you go over there, they just cower beneath you as you slice through them, hacking them to bits.
I don't want to kill him. I want to
Oh,
mug
you don't
him.
want to kill him.
I want
Okay.
to
I
mug
want
him.
him.
Oh, look. Okay, look. Here's my purse. As all of them just fork over their purses.
And your shoes.
It's in our shoe. Okay. As they pull off these plain leather boots. So you're gonna add, you're gonna add 91 silver pieces
Okay.
and 101 copper.
All right. That's all I want. I wanted their.
And three leather boots.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss the boots in the lava.
That's what? Okay. Can we flee now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you.
Poof! As they all just take off for the door. If anybody else is going to try to stop them. They'll run out the door.
I'm not even in the room.
All right, so you are looting Vemagor's personal chambers, while everybody else, Togric, you're preparing yourself to march out with Vemagor's body. Gerard, you're trying to waiting for the slag to cool from your shield, separating, and while Alistair, you are questioning and mugging the elves. Everybody will take that last round of healing. Roll me a perception check, Kilroy, as you ransack his chambers.
Yep. It's all the way at the bottom.
By the way, you guys took nothing off of his body, right?
Oh,
No.
Okay.
16.
All right. As you enter the first chamber, you kind of ransack through his desk in what appears to be a meeting hall, finding nothing but missives about supplies and communiques from his agents on the surface that for the most part you've already rooted out. You move on to the next room that appears to be a long meeting hall, a dining hall. You'll see on the far end there's shelves of books that line the wall. There's also a door in the corner.
Detect magic in this room.
Nothing magical emanates from this room.
Alright, I go open the door.
All right. As you go to open the door, you hear the familiar as it's locked.
I call out to one of them to come open this door.
don't you have a bear? A literal bear?
It's not on the map at the moment.
Oh, my bad. There it is.
Fine. As I walk my way over there. I kind of, frozen. This is his office. As I kind of reach behind me and feel into one of his pockets here.
All right. As you cycle through his pockets, you pull out a long iron key. All right. As you pull out the key and slide it into the door, it opens, revealing a long bedroom with a closet on the far wall. As you go siphoning through his nightstand, you'll see a folded envelope next to his bed. And as you pull it out, you open up a long letter. And this is where we're going to take our quick break. It is 9:40. We're going to take a 10-minute break, at which point we'll be back to go through the interior of this letter and see what comes next for our heroes.
Wait. Voice.
Sorry, I'm waiting on us to swap us over.
All right. Let's look over that letter we had left off on, yeah?
All right. As we come back to our heroes after our break, they had just defeated Vemigor Whitehorn, the dwarf who had terrorized the Bladesong clan, attempting to assassinate all of its primary members. Defeating him, his minions, and his iron golem, our heroes are weakened as Togric carries Vemigor's body over his shoulder, searching through Vemigor's private chambers with Kilroy, while Alistair mugs the remaining henchmen, and Gerard sits staring at the slag remnants of his melted shield, his last gift from Gregor, his mentor, who had fallen into the hells. As you guys are searching, like I said, at Vemigor's private chambers, as you look about, you find a very long letter sitting on his nightstand. I don't know why I had a moment there. And I will drop it onto the map, and you guys should be able to read it. You will find it there as a letter icon. Make sure you'll need to go underneath the... Let me bring it up. Drop it again. Update the map.
Hey.
Can you guys see that?
Yep.
All right. And you should be able to throw it up for them on the stream.
Gibberish.
Yes.
It's a
It is-
codex. Hold on.
As
a
you
moment.
look at it, it is coded. You might have to go over. Yep, there you go.
Hold
Move
on
it all
a
the way
second.
over because part of it's on the roll and it's getting zoomed in real weird
What's up?
on the stream.
Sorry, what are you asking me to do?
Move the
There
letter
we go.
over on the stream.
All right. It is moved.
Thank you.
I've seen more than a few codexes in my day. Let me take a crack at it here. So I'm going to try to decode it with a... Oh, wait. We don't have that skill anymore. Insight?
You can try to roll an intelligence check, or you guys can try to figure it out.
Should have showed us this before the break. Because I hate unscrambling letters.
Ugh.
Alright.
All right. Let's see. First, let me give just intelligence checks from the two that are in the room.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I did not roll my intelligence.
You're fine.
I did.
Kilroy, as you look at this, it seems to be gibberish to you. Not really making sense of it. The same with you, Togric. You're really
Hate this
unsure
die roller.
as to what's going on, but maybe you could show it to some of your friends and see what they think. Alistair, I'll let you keep that intelligence check later.
Sweet.
If he leaves the room to go show them, I'm going to open this next door.
Okay.
Another door.
So as you look inside of this next door, it appears to be filled with all different manner of foodstuffs, supplies, and materiel. As you look around, however, there is a very nice breastplate that's hung up against the wall. It appears to be made out of a material that you can't quite identify, but you could roll me a in check.
How about craft blacksmithing?
You could roll that, sure.
Sweet.
23.
I'm just waiting for that other check.
Oh,
You are both going to know this is a
25.
mithril breastplate.
Truce to you.
I have my bear come in here and start eating the food.
All right.
I'm gonna bring the letter out to the rest of the gang here. Alistair, I know this is going to be absolutely ridiculous, but can you read this letter?
Take a crack at it.
All right. With your 15 intelligence as you look at it, while you've never taken your hand at decoding before, your best guess is you think that the letters might be shifted, as if all the letters are shifted one way or the other.
So, Tiger, best I can tell, these letters supposed to be words.
Yeah, thought so. Shelkanor?
Sure, I can take a crack at it. Well, this first one here is obviously a name. We might be able to try to decode the name. I mean, and then see. It probably gives us a key to decoding the rest of the letter. I mean, you figure it's either to or from Vemagor.
And I come over to Gerard, not stepping in the slag pool here.
As you walk over to Gerard, what are you doing?
Well, you'll notice that I'm walking back and forth to this lava pool over here as I've gathered stones from the golem and lined them up in front of the magma pool where I've set the slag as it's continued to be slowly melting. As I'm chipping away pieces of the stone of the golem and lining them up against this lava pool and slowly pouring some of this metal in between the cracks.
Trying to filter it already?
And I don't look up from my work at all.
Scooch over.
And you'll see that
Gerard, by the way, you've returned to normal size.
Yeah, I figured. You'll see that I have started making a rough outline of a shield in stone using a pickaxe to chip off the edges and kind of make it the kite shield shaped that I had as a tower shield with a pointier bottom end of it. And the rocks are kind of just loosely placed where I'm taking bits of the steel and pouring metal between the cracks to bind them.
So
I'll make
I kind
my
of set some of the stones to the side and bust out a chisel and my true steel blacksmith hammer and start carving out a proper mold for him.
All right.
While I'm doing this, do you want to take a quick look at this? So I kind of hand him the letter.
Yeah, while he's setting the mold, I'll make an intelligence check.
Blacksmithing crafts 19.
All right. As you look at it, based on what everybody else has said, kind of hearing Alistair and Shelkanor in the background, as you look at it, examining the letter, it appears as if you move the first word there. If you move all of the letters one to the left, it spells out Vemagor.
Yeah, so this J would be an I. H-I-J.
Okay.
And then this X would be W or a Y.
As you go through, Gerard, with what you've noticed, kind of scribbling through all of them, just a second.
Maybe it's all the wounds, blood loss, or burns, but I can't exactly keep my focus on it, so.
You managed to decode the letter. As I've now shown the decoded letter to all of you.
As I scribble all of this down, I hand it to Togric.
And I pass the completed mold to you. Careful, it's still a bit warm.
I just have to do what I can before we leave.
I get it.
As I pull out a couple of belt straps and begin to set where I'd have the hand holds for it and continue my work. Do you need another craft check?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
As I pocket the letter and go back to waiting by the door.
As you craft that out, as he set the mold, you've managed to chisel out at this point your shield mold.
Well, I begin to pour it and let it set, stacking up more rocks on the outside of the pool to keep the heat out as it's starting to cool.
All right.
As we're waiting, I point a finger gun at the back of Alistair's head, shoot a pink ray at him. I shoot one at my bear, and I shoot one at my own chest.
All right. You should continue healing yourselves. It takes some time while Kilroy continues to ruffle through the rest of Vemagor's possessions. After about 10 minutes, the metal and the stone begins to cool.
I create water to quench it.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't quench in water, but I don't have oil handy. Unless I guess I yell, does anybody have oil handy? It doesn't matter. I've already done this.
I cast grease.
This doesn't matter. I've already done this. That's definitely not going to help.
Yeah, I know.
As it gets to a point where I'm able to cool it with water, I'll make another craft check to see if I crack anything, I guess.
Okay.
Well, that was a concentration check, so don't take that.
You do not crack anything.
Well, I mean, that's a crit, so I freaking hope not.
Yeah. As you manage to completely finish out cooling it with this critical and pulling out your mold. This is about the best it's going to get until you get it to an actual forge.
Yeah, I figured. But it'll hold for now as I swing it. It's a little heavier. It's a little heavier than what I'm used to, for sure.
Yeah, it's heavier. You'll attack with disadvantage until you get it fixed, but it'll do.
This'll work.
You know, not that it really matters, I guess, but Gregor's original blade wasn't ever whole after his earliest part of his career, so...
This is why I had to do this. This is why I had to do this. That's why I had to fix it now.
Gilroy, you about done in there? Over there?
Yep.
So, Kilroy, at this point, you feel like you've gotten everything that you can out of there. You've picked up another 37 drakes strewn about, and maybe another 181 worms. But other than that, you assume that any other loot that Vemagor had, he has on his person.
Yep.
Okay.
I've got it just slung over my back. If you want to take his stuff, you can, but I just figured we can check that when we get out of here. I'd rather not run into anything else.
It works with me. I'll loot him when we get out.
Besides, I don't really want to drag a naked, dead dwarf through town.
Why not? He tried to kill your father. That's how he should be.
Thanks for your help, Shalkano.
Anytime. It's glad to see some good get done down here. You all are good folk. I'm sorry about your shield, Gerard. I don't know what emotional hold it had for you, but all the same.
Alright, everybody, let's form up and get out of here. Had about enough of this curse, please.
Okay.
I kind of clap my hand on the back of Gerard's leg. I'm like, thank you for defending me, friend.
Of course. Even if it was at the cost of my shield.
I
Still
really
protect you.
appreciate it.
I protect you with my life, so let just the shield be a symbol.
All right. As you guys form up, Shelkanor turns back into the familiar form of a wolf as he races ahead, turning back one last time before he disappears into the distance. You guys gather your things and begin to trudge upward back towards the dwarfen city of Darendur.
Oh. What here before? Oh, fast travel.
It takes several hours as you guys, about maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, manage to finally reach the gates to where you entered the Barrow Depths from beneath Darendur. The bodies of the dwarfs that had fallen here thousands of years ago still scattered about the hall as you knock against the large stone door. Boom, boom, boom. After some time, you hear a call behind. Is it done? You hear Torvin's voice echo through the door.
Open the door, you rotten bastard.
I just gotta make sure. As you hear a click and then the thud of a large bolt being drawn back. As the doors slowly creep open, and for the first time in what seems like days, light peeks into your eyes. As the doors open, Torvin is standing there with an honor guard of 10 Bladesong dwarves as he just gives you a low smile.
I'm holding the crown in my left hand, I'm wearing the armor, and his corpse is over my back. I couldn't... Not
It's fine.
alive.
I understand. Is that his body?
Yeah.
I'll make sure he gets buried.
It should be brought through town first, even though that's hard. With the
You
clans
wanna-
as they are.
You want to put him on parade?
I know it's not the clean choice, but unless what I tried to do before I went down there was successful, are the clans still at each other's throats?
No, things have changed since you went below. Yesterday, your brother called a meeting of the clans and brought them together, all of the clan chiefs in the High Hall. He's managed to smooth over, for the most part, any remaining animosity between them. With the advent of Who's at Fault and you going down to take care of it, and then with your father awakening this morning,
He's awake?
he awoke this morning. Him and your brother are inside of his bedroom.
So
Right here.
I just pressed the letter we found and I dropped the corpse off my back, kind of worn out, still at 2 HP, and I start moving towards the keep.
I start looting the body.
I'm going now.
Okay,
I'll
as
catch up with
Togric
you later.
takes off through the districts of Darendur towards the halls of his father, the king.
I'm not sprinting, I'm too fucking tired for that, but I'm moving.
Cool. Carol, you want to loot this body, and then we can drag him through town?
Yee.
Don't have to do that anymore. I want to clarify.
Nope, wait, I already want to do it.
All
I mean,
right.
I'm not for dragging him, but I'm down for looting him.
I'll drag him, don't worry about it, little man.
So, Gerard, while Kilroy and Alistair are arguing about whether they're going to loot or drag the body, as Togric sprints off into the city after the news of his father's awakening, Torvin begins to walk over to Kilroy and Alistair as the honor guard just kind of stands there at attention. What are you doing?
I kind of want to wait to see how they resolve what they're going to do with the body. There's not really much for me to want to overlook. I do want to get to a Dwarven Forge would be nice. Have one of them help me, but I kind of want to make sure Kilroy and Alistair don't kill each other.
Okay. Torvin walks over to you both. I would prefer it if you are going to move his body through Darrender, that it's done with respect, Alistair. He was misguided.
Traitor? He was a filthy traitor? Is that what you're trying to say? Because he tried to kill your king?
I feel like this needs to be done by a dwarf.
Because I'm going to parade my kill.
You can parade your kill by taking his axe. It's a battle axe that teleports and comes back to you.
Big facts.
But know that I killed him. Anyways, I got a way better axe on the way. It should be here today, actually.
DM note, as you remember, it was his throwing hammers that returned back to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was axe.
Well, then I'm taking the throwing hammers.
Are you guys going to loot his body then?
Yeah.
All right. So as you peer through, pulling back the vines that Shelkanor had covered his body with, for a moment, Torvin's face goes white, as for the first time in years, he sees his brother's face. I need a moment. As he steps away. As you guys search through his body, on either side, you will find two hammers, both forged, both excellently forged, made out of perfect steel, with an insignia that you've not seen before on the head of either side of the hammers.
Kilroy, would you like these hammers?
Yes, please.
All right.
On his back flows his long black cloak, lined in a fur you don't recognize. It's brilliantly crafted as well.
My cloak is red.
Nice. His axe, Alistair, as you pick it up, the handle is made out of oak, as it stretches long, easily 6 feet. The blade made out of curved steel.
Lame, don't want it.
In addition, as you look through his things, his bracers are made out of leather, lined with a silver inlay. They come down, forming a familiar symbol that you've seen before within Darrender too many times, of Helmvor.
Do you want any of this? Because this is just not exciting.
I mean, if you don't want any of it, I'm still taking all of it.
Take it all.
In addition, on his purse, you will find 2 sapphire gems.
Oh.
Ooh. Cut or uncut?
Uncut. 512 drakes. You will find 600 worms and 2 dragons.
Okay. And what were those bracers again?
They are leather bracers with a silver inlay.
I'm putting those on.
Okay. Are you detecting magic on any of this?
All of it.
So the axe, the hammers, the cloak, and the bracers are all magical.
Okay, so I'm going to put the cloak on, since nobody else is here and Alistair doesn't want it. And I'm going to put the bracers on.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the hammers on each one of my sides.
You should go show this dude's brother that real quick. I bet he'd really love it.
I'm just a mini Vimagor.
At this point, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to Togric. Togric, Are you running throughout Darrendur? Walking? How is
No,
this going?
I'm walking in my blackened, bloodied frame through Darrender, but I'm large strides, but I am just walking towards the keep through town here.
As you walk through, the mood within Darrendur is almost completely different than what you left it. People seem heartened by the awakening of their king, and the tension level within the city is nowhere near that at which you left it. As you walk through to the district in which your father's hall resides, as you come forward, the guards go, Togric, you've returned!
I have. I hear he's awake.
He is. Go ahead up inside. He's in there with your brother. He won't let anyone else in.
And I look for that guard that was here on that first day. That we kind of got into it a little bit. Is he on duty today, or?
He is not. He is not out front at the moment.
All right, no problem. So I'll kind of nod and walk past them. I kind of keep the crown low, trying not to draw a ton of attention to it. And keep walking towards the bedroom, I guess, if that's where he's still holed up.
Okay. You make your way through, passing by soldiers of your father's who nod. Some of them clasp your arm. Some of them just smile and hug you, as everyone seems to be almost in a jovial mood. As you make your way back to your father's bedroom, you'll see his guard sitting out front, the tall, powerful dwarf that you had met before, tattooed across his chest, with no armor, as he kind of nods to you. He's inside.
Glad to hear it. Did you check the ceiling?
No, I don't think that'll be happening again. I assume you took care of it.
Vemagor's dead, yeah.
How'd Torvin take it? Regardless of anything that he did, it's got to be hard to lose a brother.
And like a tiny wince of pain on my face. Yeah, it must be. As I kind of realized what I'd done to my family. And I kind of pause at the door for a second.
Don't worry, Kjolf says. He won't bite.
Yeah. And I'll open the door and step in.
As you step inside of the room, you see your father bandaged around his chest where he took the wound, kind of propped up by pillows in his bed. He's lost a decent amount of weight because of the poison, easily 40 pounds, as he almost looks like a skeleton of his former self. Your brother's kneeling next to him, as they were in the middle of a conversation as you enter the room. As Edric, your brother, turns to come to you. You're back, brother! As he comes and clasps you.
I don't quite return the hug. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long few days. And
It's all
I kind
better
of
now.
I kind of cuff him on the head after he lets go. About time you actually did something about the clan politics. Am I gonna have to clean up all your messes forever?
Isn't that what older brothers are for?
If you're gonna wear this one day, as I hold up the crown of our ancestors, you need to be worthy of it.
As you look back past your brother, as your brother's face is in shock at the return of the crown, of the Bladesong crown, your father is pushing himself out of bed as he stands for the first time in weeks on his own 2 feet, as he looks over to you. So you found the crown.
And I kind of wipe away some of the soot on the breastplate and the armor. Brother, help me
He
with
just
the
kind of
straps. This isn't
looks
mine.
down, and he looks up at you and holds up his hand as Edric stops. None of that's important. As he walks over to you, kind of shuffling, and wraps you in the biggest bear hug.
Glad to see you on your feet, Dad. I was wondering where the Invincible King went.
I'm just glad to see that you're alive. As he kind of leans in and whispers into your ear, I'm sorry.
Me too. I'll hug him back.
Well, enough of that. As he kind of pushes you away. As he kind of tries to sleekly wipe his eye. Is your brother's just like looking back and forth between the both of you? Keep the armor.
I can't.
You can, and you will, as he takes the crown from you. But this is mine.
You're welcome. No, I don't think I don't regret that choice. I know my brother, goofball he may be, as I look over at him, make a damn fine king one day.
Well, your brother says, I'd certainly like to think so, though the both of you leave pretty large shoes to fill.
I suppose. I see Vythe did wonders, huh?
That he did, as he kind of holds his chest. But I'm not yet fully healed. If you wouldn't mind helping me back to my bed.
Of course.
As
I
he kind
kind
of
of give him
stumbles
my
a bit.
shoulder.
You catch your father as he goes to stumble, walking him back to his bed. And as you lay him down, he says, So, tell me about your journeys.
Didn't think you'd care to hear about, what was it that you called them? The miserable bunch of monster bastards when I was leaving? Or do you mean my more recent friends?
All of them since the last time I've seen you.
It's a 10-year story, old man. I'm going to be here a while.
We've got time, as we'll fade away, as you regale your father of your adventures and deeds over the last 10 years since you've seen him.
Every piece from overseas, how I got the name, coming back and hearing about his attack, everything from 10 years.
Okay. I'm going to come back over to Alistair, Kilroy, and Gerard. So, when the last left you guys, you had just finished looting Vemagor's corpse. Gerard just kind of ambivalent, not really caring, waiting to see what you do. As Torvin walks back over, eyeing you up and down, Kilroy. For a moment, he looks pained before he just goes, and such as it is.
I'm sorry. I'm a
It is-
collector.
It is what it is. He did what he did, and there are consequences for those actions. Hopefully you put them to better use than he did.
That's the plan.
Alistair, as long as you treat my brother with respect, you may carry his body off the ground through the city.
Okay. But yeah, I was gonna do that anyways.
You
But
can even sit on the back of my bear with
We're
holding
going-
his body.
yeah, let's go to Times Square, guys. Let's go like the middle of town. We gotta
My
let
bear
everybody
has
know
a
that we
giant
killed the
turtle
traitor.
shell.
All right. As Kilroy and Alistair, you hop on to the back of Bella. Gerard, are you hopping on or are you going to do something else?
Well, I look at Togric and I say,
Togric is not there.
Torvin, I'm sorry, Torvin. And I say, no good blacksmith that could work steel and stone.
Well, Togric's not here.
He meant Torvin.
Oh, Torvin. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know of a few. Is there something you needed done?
As I pull the shield off my back and I show it to him.
Oh, yeah, I know where you can get that done. As you go, for the most part, most people today are Most people today are relaxing and feasting, but you should be able to get it done first thing in the morning when most people are back at work.
Yeah, no problem.
So, Gerard, you'll follow behind the honor guard that surrounds Alistair and Kilroy as you guys march through the wards of Darrendur, passing through the military ward into the mithril ward and then into the market. The dwarven people come around and they begin to cheer. 3 cheers for the heroes! 3 cheers for Bladesong! Ha! 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 As you walk through, they begin to learn your names as they chant, Togric! Kilroy! Gerard! Alistair! 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 As you wind your way through the streets.
I fly up
Eventually,
and do barrel rolls.
wandering the
fire in
crowd
different
with your
directions.
barrel rolls. Give me a acrobatics check.
Yep. Do. 13.
13. All right, as you go, making turns around, backflips, back and forth, you gently slide back down, wowing the crowd. They cheer as this gathering of hundreds of people follows you up to the gates of Bladesong Hall as the doors are thrown open as a massive feast and celebration begins. And this is where we're going to stop for the evening, leaving our heroes gathered together in Bladesong Hall, Togric with his father and his brother, and the rest of you being celebrated for your victory. Those of you guys that are here, stick around. After this, we're going to do a quick Q&A with everyone, where we're going to have Nilla Gorilla, the person who plays Alistair, on with us to answer any questions you have about his character or anything about the game.
All right, I'll be moving over there now. Thank you guys for playing, and we'll see you guys later. Cool. Okay. Hey everybody, thanks for coming into the stream here. We'll be starting our Q&A section, answering any general questions, as well as having Alistair here to answer any questions directed for him. So please, go ahead. Oh, we have another Hello Kitty first.
Let's see that cat.
All right. This is Dean. This is my buddy Dean. He normally sits behind me on stream, so even if you haven't Hello Kitty, normally you can see behind. See our first question. What's up with the glasses? These are blue light glasses. I wear them for work most of the time because I also work at home, so I sit here in front of the screen for like 12 hours a day. So even though I don't normally wear glasses, it's just easier. So Dean loves a good belly rub.
Not your glasses, actually, Zoltar.
Oh.
It looks like they're asking about Alistair's here.
Okay.
Wrong with glasses. Feel like it's to block out all the haters. And, why not?
To block
Gonna
out
do
all
something.
the haters. Oh my god.
Stick it out. So, gotta be unique somehow. So, yeah.
Fair enough. So.
What's
To
up?
block out the haters, of course.
What's up with the
Ridiculous.
glasses? Oh, well, these are blue light glasses. These really help out with my longevity.
I didn't know. Pretty eventful session today. Alistair, you got the final kill.
Duh.
Togric needs to start hitting the gym. Feel like I'm dragging everybody back a little bit.
Yeah, we need to talk.
Yeah, I gotta start hitting the gym, man. I need some cardio done.
Deal with the rainbow screen of polarized sun.
The rainbow screen of polarized sun. Gonna have to be a little more
No.
specific there, Epic.
What do
Not
you mean,
quite
Epic?
sure what you're
What?
talking about here.
I'm so confused.
The rainbow screen of polarized sun. Oh, the rainbow screen of polarized sunglasses, I guess. Since
Literally, there's no effect to it at all. It's not glaring. It doesn't affect me. I feel like it doesn't affect anybody else. They're great sunglasses outside. They're great indoors. They're great anytime. I definitely recommend them.
God forbid. You know what? Somebody in chat, ask him what his eye color is here, because I don't think I've ever seen it actually.
Alistair, why don't I show serious emotion in serious moments? Because Alistair's still young adult and has been traumatized by his father's death that he saw firsthand. So he deflects serious moments with slight humor. Because he's actually emotionally distraught and does not know how to handle it.
Good answer. Good answer. Better than I to come up
Fair
with.
enough.
So.
Is there a way to read on Alistair's backstory? Great questions. I will defer that to the two DMs.
That's fair enough. So I know there was a request for us to put the character sheets up. I do have the character sheets. It's just a problem with the fillable PDF. The goal is to fix that this week, so that way those are available for all of you guys to read. And then what I will do is I will get together with one player each week and have them write up their backstory and everything that they've done so far in the game. And we will post a link to it down below, and we'll put it in our Discord. So if you guys are interested in that, we'll get that out there for you.
What was the thought process between almost all vowels in your name?
Oh, well, there was no thought process. Well, I guess there was kind of a thought process, but there wasn't no vowels involved. I didn't think of that. So me, Zoltar, and one of our buddies, Austin, we used to be really big into this card game called Yu-Gi-Oh! So Alistair Ray is actually just two names of different cards that I really like. One is Alistair, which is a wizard and he summons monster, and the other is Sky Striker Ace Ray, and she's a mech warrior. So I just
Smashed them together.
put together, go Alistair Ray.
That's great. That's great. I had no idea that that's actually where it came from. That's funny.
I think I was the only person that knew that, actually.
That's funny. I had no idea. That's funny. I mean, we've heard worse names. Let's see. One of Alistair's previous characters, Terry Savage. Yep. Chad from the Elevated Forest.
No, Chad.
It was Chad from the High Forest.
Yeah, Chad from the High Forest.
That was the worst.
Saving all those coins. Oh no, just
No,
use them on the kitty, please.
How about Terry Savage? Okay.
Yeah.
Terry Savage, great. Don't ever fucking talk shit about Terry Savage. Alistair Gay, this is 2021 Halo. How about we not be
childish? Nah. So, yeah.
Pretty good session though. Got a nice boss fight in. Gunny, you finally got Togrick's revenge. How does that feel?
It feels like I got stuck fighting the mountain for a little while, is what it feels like.
Oh, for
sure. Instead of what I wanted to walk towards, but I definitely, it feels not as gratifying as either of us were expecting. Just kind of tiring in a way. But yeah, it's some good character development. Hopefully he doesn't come off as super one-dimensional. Let's see. Epic, what is It's a Trap for? So the It's a Trap channel points lets you add an additional trap on a cooldown, mind you. On a cooldown, additional trap to a dungeon. So you throw that in there, and one of the DMs, either myself or Zoltar, will find a place to put an additional trap in the dungeon for. So if I decide I suddenly need to put another triple guillotine trap here, so be it.
We really wanted with the channel points to find a way for you guys to interact with the game and they're specifically broad. So whether you're assisting the party or you're assisting the enemy or adding in extra loot, there's also an option. Part of our travel options is the party doesn't get to regain lost mana or health on a long rest until they actually reach their destination. You can grant them a long rest in those instances. So just lots of ways to get you guys involved.
So if you save 10k dragon coins and use them all on It's a Trap in one dungeon, right? So here's the problem. We do have that on a cooldown to where we can only accept so many at a time because at a certain point game gets unplayable, right? You're going to eat all your healing trying to get through all these chat traps. So there is a cooldown period and there is a maximum limit per floor per dungeon. So basically DM discretion for like, there have been enough, we can refund your coins, or we'll put them in a different dungeon. Admin shouldn't be able to mess with us. Yeah, maybe we might have to look at that a little bit.
I know that I think there's a 10-minute cooldown or a 15-minute cooldown on the It's a Trap to specifically avoid those issues.
That's true, Epic. You're not an admin. Your play was completely fair and valid. I'm glad I was already on the floor. Glad I was already on the floor. Let's put it like that. Hey, you should have given me disadvantage on my death saves. That'd have been really good, actually. Save that for another time. We should definitely have that as an option. Put a meme on there that says "Die already." Let's see.
What was Shelby's question?
What was Shelby's question?
I think we missed it.
Do you guys, to help with descriptors a little bit better, do you guys use any third-party app or web browser to find descriptors?
Google.
I don't, and that's a great idea, actually.
It's a pretty good idea. I don't typically find myself using a lot of the same descriptors, I don't think. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's probably a good idea to pull up a thesaurus and make sure I've got something going on.
I do use the thesaurus when world building. I do use the thesaurus when world building. I don't use one while I'm gaming. I think there's enough to try to manage between the audio and the stream and everything. There's just, I don't need to manage the thesaurus too.
Yeah, anyways, dinosaurs like thesaurus normally can't help with grammar since they're all dead.
Yeah, that's right. You got a solid third of what happened, Epic. I mean, if you feel like you missed some things, we do have mods who clip some things, put them on the stream. We also upload all the past stuff to either the YouTube channel or you can catch them on past broadcasts on Twitch. So if you do feel like you want to sit through an entire 5-hour session, please feel free.
Check out the YouTubes.
What is divine intervention?
Why don't you pay for it and find out?
Yeah, that one we're leaving in the bag for a little bit. If and when it comes up, we will go over what that is. But we're gonna leave that one up to suspense. And I don't see anyone saving their points for that. I feel like everybody's just gonna keep doing the Hello Kitty.
It's a big grind. It's a big grind.
Does it kill Alistair? We'll see. So can you have divine for enemy?
Maybe.
I guess save the points and find out. Let's go with that. Save the points and find out. Yeah, you're already at 2K, but we wipe out the mod bank after every stream from now on. We just zero them out. Use them during the stream.
Do we have any other questions for Alistair while we have him on this week, or Togric, or me?
Yeah, what the hell is Barbarian Helmet?
Yeah, joke's on you guys. Togric's featured every week because I'm here anyway. So
you get the Barbarian Helmet? I will put on the Barbarian Helmet for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, the Barb hat's pretty good one. That's pretty good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, there's some good ones in there. There's the It's a Trap, which I feel is going to be pretty dangerous. Who made your guys' gaming emblem? Just a friend of ours that we know.
Oh, yeah, a little friend of ours named Halo.
Yeah, Halo had put it together for us. He was pretty cool about it. So
I heard Halo's a really cool guy with some really hot hair.
Yeah. Yep. So
give him some clout.
Yeah, it's a pretty good job.
He got red hair.
All right, and that's Alistair.
Do we have any other questions for Alistair or Gunny while we have him on?
Last chance.
Where's Flaming Swordsman 420?
I know, right? Where is Flaming Swordsman?
Come here, Flaming. I want
It
to
was
talk
pretty
to
great.
you.
It was pretty great having him in chat. Number one fan, and at the stream with Alistair, he's gonna miss it. Hopefully, he catches the
Yeah,
past
Flaming.
broadcast.
Guess what? You're not going to talk to me for another month. Congratulations.
Well, Flaming Swordsman, wherever you at, we miss you. Hopefully you see this on YouTube later when you watch it back. That's all I guess we've got for this week. Okay. What about the shield? So I can explain that before we go. While I'm on this, I know next week we're going to have Kilroy on afterwards to answer some questions about his character. Gunny, if you want to handle the question from Epic in the chat.
Sure. So about the shield. So Gregor Sandoon is or was, I guess, depending on your belief, a commander of the Oathsworn for the Free Marches, and he was Gerard's mentor. He trained him to control himself a little bit. He was a bit of a hothead in his youth, taught him discipline, taught him how to stay alive, and really took on a fatherly role for him, whether or not he'll acknowledge that. He was one of the only apprentices Gregor ever took, and after what everyone assumes is Gregor's, he's here in chat. I never knew my father. So Gregor is assumed to be dead now after the fall of Illidion, where it was quite literally dragged into the Hells. And he had given himself up for our group, including his character's name that I can't remember at the moment. So his father figure is presumed to be dead, and that shield was actually created for him out of Gregor's original weapon, the weapon he used throughout the beginning of his career. And so that shield was a remnant and the only thing he had left of Gregor. And for it to be destroyed in the line of duty was a pretty emotional blow for him.
Who's Lydia?
Illidion is a city.
No, not Illidion.
Lydia.
Yeah, who's Lydia, Halo?
Okay, who is Lydia?
How is Lydia?
Are you talking about Lila?
Lydia?
No. He's an idiot.
I don't know who Lydia is, my friend, so I imagine they're probably doing the same as I last knew of them.
I mean, my ex cousin-in-law? She was Lydia, but
anyway.
She's out of the family now.
So yeah, it's the last relic he had left of his dad and mentor, and it got blown up in front of him, so he's not super pleased, which is understandable.
I think I'm talking about your cousin Connor. First off, if you listened right, Halo, it was ex-cousin. She got kicked out of the family. It was like ex-cousin-in-law because she was in the family by a marriage.
Anyway, let's try to keep the questions D&D related. Or
thank you, Halo, for getting us off track.
That's all we've got for this week. Like I said, next week we're going to be back on Monday as we continue our adventures beyond the fall of beyond Darren as our party gathers together, enjoying their exploits as they'll return back to Emberfall to see what's happened since last they left. But that's all we've got, guys. Since this is the end of our stream, we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid another stream. Let's find one. We're going to raid another D&D stream. Let's find one with about our amount of viewers. We're going to go ahead and send you guys over. So go ahead and stick around for the raid. Get some raid points. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.